Good morning, children. How are you? I hope you are all fine, isn't it? We have completed 2 history lessons, isn't it? Are you remember? Okay. Today we are going to learn about geography, lesson 1, rocks and soils. Geography, lesson 1. What is the heading of the lesson? Rocks and soils. Dear children, you all know about rocks and soil, isn't it? All of you know rocks and soils. We can find near my location also, in our location, in our area also, we can find the rocks and soils, isn't it? In the lower classes also you have studied about the layers of the earth, isn't it? Last year in the 7th standard also you have studied about the layers of the earth. That in which part of the layer of the earth we can find these rocks and soils. Okay, so here the lithosphere. You have studied in the lower class the 4 layers of the earth. What are the 4 layers? Lithosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere and biosphere. Are you remembered? What are the 4 layers of the earth? Lithosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere and biosphere. Among these 4 layers, the lithosphere layer, isn't it? Only the upper layer of the earth. Lithosphere is the uppermost layer of the earth. It is only composed of. Composed, it is composed. What is the meaning of composed? Meaning set up. Which layer is composed? Various kinds of rocks, the lithosphere. So the uppermost layer of the earth is called lithosphere. The lithosphere only we take composed of rocks. Okay. So it is various kinds of rocks. The literal meaning of lithosphere. Lithosphere is otherwise known as the spheres of rocks. The sphere of rocks. Sphere, what is the meaning of sphere? Region of rocks. Which part of the earth is called the sphere of rocks? Lithosphere. Okay, that spheres meaning region. The lithosphere is called the region of rocks. That means in the lithosphere only we can find various kinds of rocks. Okay, so then the study of rock is called petrology. What is petrology? The study of rocks. If you study about the rocks, it is called petrology, isn't it? So here, that petrology, this word is derived from the Greek word. Petrology is which word? Greek word. It is the petrus. Petrus means rock and logos. Logos means study. So petrus means rock, logos means the 2 Greek words. What are the 2 Greek words? Petrus and logos. Petrus and logos. Okay, so petrology. Petrology means the study of rocks. What is petrology? The study of rock is called petrology. Okay, so what is rock? What is rock? All of you know, isn't it? A rock is an aggregate of 1 or more minerals. What is the meaning of aggregate? Aggregate means collection. Aggregate means the collection of 1 or more minerals. All of you know about minerals, isn't it? So from primary class itself we have studied about minerals, isn't it? So rock contains many varieties of minerals. So what is a rock? A rock is an aggregate. Aggregate means collection of 1 or more minerals. What is a rock? A rock is a aggregate of or collection of 1 or more minerals. Okay, the rock is an important natural resources, isn't it? Rock is an very important natural resources and it is found in the solid state. Solid meaning thick or very strong. Rocks, all of you know, it is very thick cord, isn't it? So the rocks, it is found in solid state. Solid meaning thick or strong, but it may be hard or soft in nature. Some rocks are very hard, some rocks are that is soft, that is in the naturally varieties. Okay, so totally the rocks are solid state. Solid meaning very strong or thick. Okay, but the rocks, some rocks are very hard and some of them are soft, so that it may be hard or soft in nature. Okay, well, now already I told rocks are very solid state. Solid means very thick or strong. Okay, according to the mode of formation, according to the formation or the mode of formation, the rocks are classified into 3 types. Formation means it formed. Okay, the rocks are formed in various ways. Okay, so the formation, the mode of formation of rocks, it is classified into 3: igneous rocks, sedimentary rocks, and metamorphic rocks. What are the 3 types of rocks? Igneous rocks, sedimentary rocks, and metamorphic rocks. Igneous rocks, sedimentary rocks, and metamorphic rocks. These are the 3 classification or 3 main types of 3 main classification of rocks. Okay, so first we are going to learn about that igneous rocks. Igneous rocks. The word igneous is taken from the Latin language, Latin word. Igneous is a Latin word. Okay, ignis, ignis means fire. The Latin word ignis means fire. All of you know about fire, isn't it? So these igneous rocks are formed by fire, or that there is a close connection between the formation of igneous rocks and fire. Okay, so with the help of fire only that igneous rocks are formed. So that igneous is a Latin word which means fire. So there is a close connection between the formation of the igneous rocks and fire. Okay, so that igneous is a Latin word. What is the meaning of igneous? Igneous means fire. Can you say that fire means it related to what? All of you know about fire, isn't it? That many type of fires, isn't it? But not that fires, it is naturally formed, the fire, isn't it? Naturally formed is related to volcanoes. You know, isn't it? Volcanoes, isn't it? From the volcanoes, that which type of rocks are formed? Igneous rocks are formed. Okay, listen, now I am giving little introduction about the volcanoes. Okay, that is not in the book. So, you know, the interior part of the earth, the inside part of the earth, it has 8,50 degrees centigrade temperature. See what, how high temperature, isn't it? If you have 35 degrees centigrade also, we feel very hot, isn't it? But the interior part of the, or in the inside part of the earth, what is the temperature? 2,850 degree centigrade at a depth of 100 kilometer. Don't think 100 meter, here 100 kilometer. So below the 100 kilometer of the depth, the interior of the earth, what is the temperature? Nearly 2,850 degrees centigrade at the depth of 100 kilometer. Are you following? I will ask one word in the test. Okay, so in such a high temperature, the materials would be made the molten condition. What is the meaning of molten? Molten means liquid form. Molten means liquid, in which below the 100 kilometers, the interior, the inside the earth, below the 100 kilometers, what are the materials are inside the earth? All the materials are in a liquid form. Molten materials. Molten means liquid. You know the meaning of liquid, isn't it? The molten forms. So these molten materials are called magma. The molten materials are called magma. You have studied, isn't it? Magma means that liquid materials where interior part of the earth, where below the 100 kilometers below, or the depth of 100 kilometers only, we can found the molten materials. Molten meanings liquid materials. Okay, so whatever, maybe it is rocks or some other things, minerals, everything, it look like a molten fire. Okay, that only. Okay, molten material, that because of the high temperature. Okay, so this molten material is called magma. The magma is a very hot, isn't it? Very hot molten rock materials. It is erupt. The magma or the molten materials. The molten materials are called magma. So the magma or the molten material, it is come out of the earth surface, isn't it? Through the volcanoes, or you studied about vent, isn't it? Vent or volcanoes, the open part of the earth. Okay, it come outside. What come outside? The molten materials or the magma. Because of high temperature and pressure, sometimes it come outside of the surface of the earth through the volcanoes, okay, or the vent or the open part of the earth. This outflowing magma or the molten materials, if it come outside of the earth, it is known as lava. Are you following? Lava, magma. Magma means that molten materials inside the earth. But this same molten materials are the magma. If it come outside of the earth or it come outside of the earth surface, it is known as lava. Okay, are you find out the difference, magma and lava? Okay, so this magma come out of through the volcanics or the vent or the open part of the earth, isn't it? So now we can come to the lesson. Okay, here this molten materials or this magma, when it come outside through the volcanics or the vent, it covered the surface of the earth, isn't it? So it became cool and solid. This molten materials or this magma, it come outside, it is called lava. If the lava is on the surface of the earth, it became cool and solid. It became solid. This rock only called igneous rocks. Okay, so there is a close connection between the formation of igneous rocks and fires. Fire meanings what? Fire? Volcanoes. Okay, don't forget. Okay, you know that Mount Vesuvius, Mount Etna, Mauna Loa are some of the famous volcanoes. You have studied in 7th standard, isn't it? Okay. So these igneous rocks we can found in which places? Near the volcano regions. We can found the igneous rocks near the volcano regions. Why? Because why? The igneous rocks are formed by the solidification of molten magma or solidification of molten lava or magma, isn't it? What is the meaning of solidification? Solidifications, that meanings to become solid, to become thick. How? When it became cool, it became solid. Okay, so that is, we can found the igneous rocks near the regions of the volcanoes. Okay, these igneous rocks are called as parent rocks or primary rocks. These igneous rocks are called parent rocks or primary rocks because all other rocks are formed from these rocks only. All other type of rocks are formed from the igneous rocks. So it is called parent rocks or primary rocks. Okay. These rocks are very useful for the construction purpose. It is very hard and it is very useful to the construction purpose. These igneous rocks are two types. They are extrusive igneous rocks and intrusive igneous rocks. Extrusive igneous rocks and intrusive igneous rocks. X, what is the meaning of X? Out, isn't it? That inside. X means out, in means inside. So these igneous rocks are divided into two: extrusive igneous rocks and intrusive igneous rocks. Okay. that what is first extrusive, ex means out, okay. When the lava cool and solidifies on the surface of the earth, it is called extrusive igneous rocks. Extrusive means when the lava come outside or the magma come outside and cool down and become solid, that form that rocks are called extrusive igneous rocks outside, isn't it? Igneous. But sometimes, not always it was happen, sometimes the molten magma cool down deep inside the earth crust, and became solid, okay. Sometimes the magma come outside and it became solid, that is called extrusive igneous rocks. Sometimes the magma, it became solid from the deep itself, inside the earth itself it became solid. This type of rocks are called intrusive igneous rocks. Intrusive means inside the earth. It cool and became solid. That type of rocks are called intrusive igneous rocks. Okay, these rocks consist of the large amount of crystal. Crystal meanings what? That is small particles, very solid substance. Okay, solid small particles. Which rocks contain this intrusive igneous rocks. It contain crystal. Crystal, all of you know, isn't it? Small pieces of that solid materials. Okay, so these rocks are also called as crystalline rocks. Crystalline rocks. Which rocks is called as the crystalline rocks? This intrusive igneous rocks, or it is called as the crystalline rocks. Why? Because this intrusive igneous rocks, it contain crystalline solid materials. Okay, so that intrusive igneous rocks are again two types. Already I told you that igneous rocks are two types, extrusive, intrusive. Extrusive means when the magma come outside and become solid. That type of rocks are called extrusive. Sometimes the magma cool down and become solid in the deep itself, inside the earth or the interior part of the earth. That type of rocks are called intrusive igneous rocks. These rocks, that intrusive igneous rocks, are again divided into two types. That one is plutonic rocks, second kyber-basalt rocks. Plutonic rocks and kyber-basalt rocks. That here from this you can know, isn't it? Plutonic rocks. Okay, that plutonic rocks are the ones formed at less deep, that very deep itself, not less deep, very deep inside, interior part of the earth. If the magma became cool and formed that igneous rocks, that is a type of rocks is called plutonic intrusive rocks. Plutonic. If sometimes the magma cool down at a less deep, or it is not very deep, isn't it? Less deep means that called a kyber-basalt rocks. Less deep. Kyber-basalt, it is very deep meanings plutonic. When the intrusive rocks are formed, it is that magma cool down very deep, very interior part means it is called plutonic rocks. But that magma cool down and became solid in the less deep means that type of rocks are called kyber-basalt rocks. Okay, next sedimentary rocks. Second type of rocks is sedimentary rocks. The word sedimentary is derived from the Latin word. Okay, sedimentum. What is the Latin word? Sedimentum. Sedimentum, that is a Latin word which meaning settle down. Setting down. That meaning, say if you take 1 cup of water, isn't it, that pond water, everything, we keep it one day, next day we can, in the bottom we can see the sediments, isn't it? So like that, setting down, that is called sedimentary rocks. The sedimentary rocks are formed by the sediments derived or deposited by various agents. Agents, what are the agents? Example, that wind, water, Okay, like that way these sediments are derived or deposited by the agents. That type after thousands of years, millions of years only, from that the rocks formed. That type of rocks are called sedimentary rocks. Okay, it is consists of many strata. Strata means layer. Strata means layer. Why? Because that one time it is formed some sediments, then after some years only another sediments it forms. So it is layer by layer. So this sedimentary rocks has many layers or many strata. It is known as the stratified rocks. Sedimentary rocks are stratified rocks. Stratified means that many layers of the rocks. Which rocks? Sedimentary rocks. The sedimentary rocks are formed by the deposited by many agents. Okay, that is water, air, wind, like that. Okay. So now that sedimentary rocks are the important source of natural resources. I told you igneous rocks are very useful for constructing purpose. It are very hard, isn't it? But the sedimentary rocks are not very hard. It is soft and get eroded easily. It get eroded easily. Very soft rocks are the sedimentary rocks, but it is very useful for the natural resources. What are the? Coal, oil, natural gases. They are formed from these sedimentary rocks. So these sedimentary rocks are the important sources of natural resources. What are the natural resources formed from the sedimentary rocks? Coal, oil and natural gases. They are non-crystalline rocks. These sedimentary rocks are the non-crystalline rocks. It is very soft and eroded easily. The type of sedimentary rocks. These sedimentary rocks are three types. Organic sedimentary rocks, mechanical sedimentary rocks, chemical sedimentary. What are the three type of sedimentary rocks? Organic sedimentary rocks, metamorphic sedimentary rocks and chemical sedimentary rocks. Okay, that organic, all of you know about these rocks are formed as a result of the decomposition. Decomposition means decade. What is the meaning of decomposition? The decade of dead plants and animals. If the dead plant and animals from it became decayed and formed the rocks, that type of rocks are called organic sedimentary rocks. That example, chalk, limestone. These are the example of sedimentary, which sedimentary rocks, organic sedimentary rocks. Okay, then mechanical sedimentary rocks. These rocks are formed from the disintegration of igneous and metamorphic. Disintegration means broken. The igneous rocks and the metamorphic rocks are the sedimentary rocks and the metamorphic rocks. It is broken into small pieces and formed rocks. That is called mechanical sedimentary rocks. Okay, that example, sandstone, that shale and clay. These are the example of mechanical sedimentary rocks. These are formed from the disintegration of igneous and metamorphic rocks. Okay, then chemical means changes. Any chemical changes means what is very important? Water, isn't it? So these rocks are formed by precipitation of minerals from water. It is formed usually through evaporation. All of you know what is precipitation, what is evaporation. During the process of precipitation and evaporation, this time what the chemical changes happen, isn't it? The chemical rich in solution, that it is converted into that evaporation water vapor, isn't it? Converted. So that it formed chemical sedimentary rocks. That type of rocks are called chemical. That main part is water, isn't it? So evaporation, that type. Then example, rock salt. That is the example of chemical sedimentary rocks. Then third one, metamorphic rocks. Metamorphic rocks. That here metamorphic rocks is this word. Metamorphic derived from the Greek words. Okay, It is derived from the Greek word that meta and morphic. Meta means changes, morphic means shape. It changed the shape. Why? When became the temperature, high temperature and the pressure, both reason. Because of high temperature and the pressure of this, what rocks? These igneous rocks and sedimentary rocks are broken. Why? Because of the high temperature and pressure of this. These igneous rocks and sedimentary rocks are broken and formed the metamorphic rocks. Okay, that is because of main reason high temperature and pressure, the original rocks get changed from a new kind of rocks. That rocks is called metamorphic rocks. The change in the rock is mainly caused by high temperature and pressure. Already I told, isn't it? If it took place in the high temperature, because of high temperature the rock broken, it is that process is called as the thermal metamorphic, thermal changes. Okay, if the changes in the rock is mainly by the high pressure, it is called as the dynamic metamorphism. Dynamic metamorphism means because of the high pressure the rocks are changed. Okay, this are broken and change their shape. That type of rocks are called that metamorphic. If because of high temperature it became changed, means that type of rocks is called thermal metamorphism. Mostly these metamorphic rocks are formed by the disintegration of the igneous rocks and sedimentary rocks. Okay, and that only here some example they are giving, changing. That granite is changed into gneiss. Here the granite is changed into gneiss. Like that basalt, it is changed into slate. Okay, that type is best example for the metamorphic rocks. Metamorphic. Then here that granite, all of you know, isn't it? Sometimes it changed into gneiss. That means not very thick, little soft, it broken very easily, isn't it? It is included mica also. That type of rocks, isn't it? That is because of it is called a dynamic, because of high pressure. High pressure only this granite change into gneiss. Like that basalt. Basalt means it formed from the volcano, isn't it? Igneous rocks. So it basalt changes into slate. Slate means broken easily. That is because of thermal changes. Okay. Thermal means temperature changes. Can you say the any uses of rocks? Any 5 uses? The rocks are useful making for what? Making for cement, writing chalk, building materials, making ornaments, decorative things, materials, and they are making beautiful statues, isn't it? For that the rocks are very useful. Then kept articles, they are making the kept articles from the rocks. Okay, so what are the uses of rocks? The rocks are used for making cement, writing chalk, building materials, ornament, decoration materials, making statues, beautiful statues, isn't it? And kept articles. These are the uses of rocks. Okay, thank you.